again by Eric Dickerson.
Do I have to? Do I have to?
What did Seattle prove yesterday?
You know, Seattle proved yesterday that you cannot turn the ball over 5 times and beat them. I don't care if you're at home, wherever you are. They're still a very good football team. Offensively, they struggled yesterday. I expected that, but I did not expect us to turn the ball over 5 times. That's what killed us. I don't care how bad you are, how good you are. You can't do that. I know one thing. I think the Rams are a better football team than the Seahawks. It showed yesterday. But, you know, Pete Carroll, to me, in a sense, out-coached our young coach. Well, our head coach, our young head coach. Because what I thought he should have done is run the football more.
Right.
Wear that defensive front down. Wear them down. You know, do what the Tennessee Titans did to them.
Yep.
Wear them out. But yesterday, you had our young quarterback. I still think he's a rookie, in a sense.
He is.
Throw the ball 47 times with a chance to win the game. You know, he will be that guy. I don't blame this game on him at all, but it just shows to me that you cannot turn the ball over 5 times and beat pretty much anyone in this league.
Seattle showed me yesterday they're a resilient bunch. And when you count them out, when you say, oh, this is it, you write them off, they will rise to the occasion. The highest scoring team in the NFL is the LA Rams. The Seahawks pitched the shutout in the second half. Now, held, forced 5 turnovers, Skip. Seattle's going to struggle because they still can't protect Russell.
They can't.
And if they can't, every time I watch him play, I'm like, how is he going to finish this game? Because from the opening snap, they're on him. And you're like, dude, he's only like 6 foot tall, 215 pounds.
He's not 6 feet.
I'm being generous, Skip. I would have shortchanged him, man. Maybe he got lifts in his cleats. Okay, 5'8". They're still struggling to run the football.
They are.
Eddie Lacy, Thomas Rawls, all those guys struggle. 2.5 yards per carry.
Yep.
They asked Russell to drop back and throw it 37 times behind that porous offensive line. But when the rubber meets the road and they need to both their backs, the Seattle they pride themselves on defense. This is a very prideful bunch. That group is intact with Bennett and Bobby Wagner and Sherman and Earl Thomas and Cam. They will show up every single week, and they will play you hard. This is a division game, and it's hard. Skip, even when we were playing our absolute best, and the Chiefs and San Diego and the Raiders weren't very good, we still struggle to beat those teams because they were in our division. They see us twice a year, for eternity, and they know what we like to do. We know what you like to do. So I'm not surprised. I knew it would be a low-scoring game, but I agree with you, Eric, Edie. I did not see 5 turnovers. Take one fewer turnover, they probably win the game. But at the end of the day, Cooper Kupp's got to come down with that. If you want to be that team, if you want to be who you think you are and get to where you want to go, you got to find a way to come down with that play.
But you have basically a rookie starting quarterback thrown to a rookie receiver, and it just didn't quite work against that defense, which is still really, really good.
They're very good.
But, Joy, before I proceed, I want to point out for the record that my man Shannon Sharp picked the Seahawks to win the Super Bowl, but did not pick them to win this big division game at Los Angeles. Am I right about that?
Right, because they hadn't won on the road since 2013 against the Rams.
Oh, ye of little faith. Just for the record. So here's how Seattle won yesterday. They won with their starting quarterback, who's not very tall, managing an offense that piled up 241 total yards, which is not very good. You wouldn't think that would win you the game.
No.
His QBR on a scale of 0 to 100, Russell Wilson's was 29, and Goff's, as bad as he was, as inaccurate as he was much of the game, he was 31 to 29. So even Jared Goff had a slightly better QBR than Russell Wilson did. But what play changed and won this game to me? It was actually a tackle made by little Russell Wilson. Am I not right?
Yep.
He throws what looks like it could be a pick six, and he takes off running. His little halfback takes off running, and they're chasing your kid John Johnson from BC, and who finally gets him on the ground? Wait, number three, got him. What a shoestring tackle that was. He was gone.
Oh.
Look at number 3, cut through 2 blockers and nail him.
See,
wow.
You think Zeke's watching that?
But he had an angle. And he gave himself up in a way Dak Prescott probably wouldn't give himself up, or certainly Aaron Rodgers. They wouldn't try to make that tackle under those circumstances. That was a dangerous tackle. He knifed in and got him around the ankles and got him on the ground. And what happened after that? held them to a field goal.
Yep.
So what looked like 14-0 when the ball was first intercepted turns into 10-0, and all of a sudden it feels like it's kind of still a game. Because nobody's going to score a whole lot of points.
No.
14 would have felt like 28-0 to me. So again, did Russell maybe win some points back from that defense in the locker room after the game? You don't think Richard Sherman and those guys are saying,
they say you should have made the tackle because you threw the interception. That's how we think it.
You should have made that tackle.
did he not go compete?
He did.
He did.
You know you're going to get
did.
some guys, Skip, when you play with them, you know you're going to get the absolute best.
Yeah.
That's a play John would have chased him.
But
guys,
you sort of do lip service to it. You know, you go through the motions of it, but you don't actually try to get dirty, get down on the ground, right? Because you don't want to risk busting your shoulder up.
Yeah, you don't want to go down to that team 14-0 on the road.
I think that what set the tone for that loss is when Todd Gurley tried to reach the ball across the goal line. It would have been 7-0 right quick.
Right.
I think that would have set the tone of the game. Then we missed a field goal.
You did.
So that's 10 points right there. And that run down, that run back and run down, by the quarterback.
That's 4 points.
That's 14
Big
points.
I
mean, that's a touchdown. Should be a touchdown. So I think. And I think the big thing of all is that we did not run the football. We ran the ball 13 times to Todd Gurley, 13 times for, I think, 43 yards. You can't do that. He's the best player on that football team. You need to have your running back set the tone for this football game. He did it against Dallas. I think he would have did it against even if he had 60 yards.
I agree.
60 yards.
And Sammy Watkins got to show up too. He had 4 targets and 0 catches.
And against Dallas, he didn't do much. I don't know what's happening.
But he had one good catch. Like the baby.
No, that was 2 weeks.
Oh, that's right. My bad.
2 weeks ago. But I'm with your bottom line. The Rams are better than the Seahawks.
Most definitely.
But the Seahawks are still a little mentally tougher than the on the verge Rams.
Well, we're a young football team, and I think they say that every year. We're a young football team. We're young, but I always say keep some veterans on that football team. To have a veterans football team. Our best player on defense, he showed up yesterday. Aaron Donald. He played a great football game. But I say it over and over. Shannon. You can't have 5 turnovers. You have 5 turnovers in a football game. If you have this is what you're gonna be right here. You're gonna be the Joker. You're gonna be the Joker. You got 5 turnovers.
Ask Big Ben by turning the ball over 5 times and what happens to you. Especially when you get 2 pick sixes.
Exactly.
You're not overcoming that.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Be sure to check out more of the best clips from Undisputed, or go watch a few segments from the newest show on FS1, First Things First, with Chris Carter and Nick Wright.